Hello everyone and welcome to the second part of the signal installation guide. Right, okay, so tonight here we've gone a bit ahead of time now with this one, and that is because whilst we were away on this few weeks break since the last video, I've recently just got the first signal that we were installing here already linked up and up to this little lever. Now, during this our time away here, I've actually also cut out in front of where I have all the levers now to operate the points, a little hole here for the signal levers to fit into. So they'll all just slot into place like so. And so it's pretty much like, it's in a similar fashion as as you see in a signal box of sorts. And also here I've painted up one of these signal arms, signal levers in red, just so that it just makes it look more interesting, and just to add a bit of colour to this as well. But also this is just also another example. If if you do buy these kits, it'd be worth for coding exactly which ones are what kind of signals are you operating. So because I'm using home signals, I've painted this red, but if you use like distance ones there, you can just paint them yellow or blue or white. And just leave them black, regarding to whatever signals or points you're operating with these levers. But yeah, I'm just gonna be painting these all red. And also this little board here, I'm gonna be putting a little sticker with a little number, just so I know exactly which signal is which. And the signals will also be marked down in numbers with I'll make up drop a little chart, so I know exactly where each signal is located and which signal is for what lever. This also implies for the point orders as well here. So as this space station also has some numbers as well, so they also make up a list of that there as well. Okay, to install the signals is pretty simple, so I'll just run you through very quickly. Just take these levers out now, because we'll be using them yet. So I'm going to be using this lever here first. So basically it says here in the instructions here, there's a little illustration showing you exactly what the what way the string has to go when you're connecting up to the signals, from the signal up to where the point lever is, and also up to this little bit of plastic, which I mentioned in my video regarding to the signal construction, that we must save this here bit of plastic, because it's really important when it comes to installing the signals. So, but yep, let's just have a look at an example here of one of the signals which that I've already got linked up there. So if I just flip the lever here, just so it's on camera. Just put the lever here, so put there. The signal is operational. So with that signal now installed, next is to install the next signal, which is the one for the quarry line. Okay, with the signal now fed onto the baseboard, we now focus on the underneath of the layout. Okay, here we have the string from the signal, and what I've done here is I've actually fed it through a screw eye supplied with the kit. And basically what I've done here is I've arranged it in a certain way, because this the lever on the signal is at a different position. We have to arrange it so that the string is pulled from a certain direction, so that it's able to operate the mechanism easily. This is also done with the first one as well, which has it's operating the mechanism in a different position. So basically it's a whole matter of just threading the string through the rest of the screw eyes and along the layout to which we meet up with the operating lever at the other end. So see you over there then. Okay, here we are back at the point lever section. Right, whilst we were away there, I've threaded the string underneath the screws there and underneath the baseboard and brought it up through this little hole here. Okay, so the instructions say here that we need to have this, the little important piece of plastic that we left over from the kit. So here's it here. So it's got 3 holes. So what we need to do is to get our string and start threading it through in a certain way. So through for one end and go right there. That's something you have to be careful about because the string sometimes frays on you, and it can be a real pain just to try and make it cooperate at times. So come on, work with me. Let's see how that is. Okay, and around. Bothered, ready to go. There we go. Okay, so that's it now through there. Now what to do is to get our lever, locate the wee hole there, and again just thread the string through there. Just wiring it around there to make sure it's easy for me to get this into this one now. Okay, and then finally we just tie it off, start through here. Come on. There we go. And then all we do is just tie it off. So I always find it'd be a bit helpful to have a wee bit of super glue just on this here, just to make sure that it doesn't come undone during the time you're operating this lever. If I just double knot there, that should. Obviously, because I was never into Scouts, I never actually know the names of these certain knots. So, if any of you were in the Scouts, or you can easily inform me as to what this current knot I'm doing. It's just basically just a standard dole knot, I think it's called. At least that's what I prefer it as. Okay, so with that now tied off, we now have to install this thing underneath our baseboard. So just need to get our string and try and feed through underneath there. There we go. And then just raise the lever so it's in the correct position. There we go. Now then, the next stage we have to do then is to adjust it, and I'll show you just how to do that in just a wee sec. There we go. Right. What I have to do now is to pull along this here. This has to be moved along the layout, because what this does is this will tighten this string, so that way it'll make it more easier for the lever to operate the signal. because the string here is already quite slack here, so we actually need a bit of tension on the string for the signal to work. So in order to do that, I simply, let's see now, I grab hold of the end where I have the knot, and oh no, I don't. Yes, this one. Yeah, this one here. That's not. That's the knot here, and I just lightly just pull this along. Now instantly here, the string will start to tighten. It's a bit like here when you're changing the length of your oh, what do you call it? Oh, the your strap for your like school bag or stuff like that. It's pretty much the same thing as this. So you just pull that along until the string gets tightened. So you may have to, pull this along here. So now this is going to be off screen here, so I'll be back in just a wee second here where I'll show you what it now looks like. Okay, we were gone for a wee while here, so I've been busy, whilst we were away here, I've been busy trying to get the rest of the signals installed. So as you have here, we have the labels all up and ready. So in each one of them are all linked up to a different signal. And the signal we were working on here, which was this one here, we have the lever underneath, which you might not see that well. Oh, I'm just showing you a board here. Let me see now. I don't know if the camera will pick this up here, but let me see if it can. Yeah, it should be able to pick that up okay. If you just see those little two black these wee black bars attached to the string here, that's our little special piece of plastic that we had. So they've been tightened up along here. So if I just pull the lever slightly, you should see that one move, and it's being projected back here by the spring, which is in the signal itself. And that signal over here is now installed on the quarry line. Just the camera here, just so you can see it. Now the spectacle bit at the back here is a wee bit out of line, but I can live with that for the minute. So if I just change the signal, there it is, all clear, and then back down to danger. All clear again, back into danger. Now when I installed this here, I actually noticed it sort of bounced a few occasions there. So if you ever, if you install your signals this way and they have a tendency to bounce every time you set them to danger again, that's actually quite good. I never thought of this type of method would actually give you like a bouncing signal effect. So, but yeah, that's pretty much installed. So now we have like our first start signal. That's all changing away. And this one's on a bit of a delay here at the minute here with changing back to danger. So I'll need to look into that. But also we have, as I said before, the quarry line one works absolutely fine. And over here where I have the junction signals, these two are also up and running here, also working as well. This one here is working. These two are working at the mid here. This one here is kind of sticking in parts here, so I'm going to take it up and have a look at it here and see if I can find the problem with it. I must actually confess here, this one for the quarry line was actually the most troublesome out of the lot, because it kept sticking every now and again. I could not figure out what was wrong with it. And until yesterday, when I was working on it again for like maybe the fifth or fourth, I don't know, fifth, sixth time, I don't know, for the last 2 weeks or so, and it finally decided to behave. So, but yeah, that's it. All working away the way I wanted it to. So, right. So as soon as I get that one fixed and this one sorted, I think this one might be okay. Just needs a wee bit of. That isn't working now. It just goes back down a bit slowly at times. Yeah. I'll have a wee tweak it out there, see what happens. So now the signals are installed. It's time to focus on this side of the layout. where this big pile of mess is. So as soon as I get this all cleared up, I'll begin working on this area. So until the next video, guys, I'll leave it off here, and I'll see you in the next one. So at least now we have working signals on this railway. It's all clear to go.